Yeah, we've met a couple of times.
Okay, cool. Facebook has deleted the broadcast.
No. How annoying.
However, we are live on YouTube.
All right. Hey, YouTube, how you doing? Okay, let's try it again. Edit. Hey, YouTube. This is Mike Lafferty, the BAMF podcast. I am just trying to get things going on the Facebook side. So
they don't like us.
They don't like us. No,
they really don't like anybody unless you're like clicking their advertising.
That's true. So please click the advertising on Facebook.
How dare you use this free service that we created and handed out to everyone? How dare you?
Yep.
Give us fucking money.
So how you doing, Jacob?
Been better, but okay. I'll persevere.
I am sorry, man. Okay, so we are here to do Pew Pew, which is a game that Jacob did the cover for Kickstarter.
Yes.
Ta-da! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that art!
Beautiful art.
Okay, and they're not letting us back in, so let's.
Oh well.
There's Dale. There's Jason Sunday. How you guys doing?
We're good.
No, Dale.
Okay.
No.
Last time on Pew Pew.
What's that?
Hang on. I need...
Yeah,
that's better now. Yes, not
you're just really low in the volume.
Pardon me. I need to lower the volume? Is that what you're saying?
Now you're good. Now you're good. Don't touch anything.
Okay, good. All right. Oh, as to the question of how I am today, well, you've just seen the example of what I've been going through all day. The world totally has me at its disadvantage.
Bounty hunters in space.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, I was trying to get a voice modifier to sound like Samuel Jackson to read this, but it's surprisingly hard to find free voice changers online.
You know I can narrate stuff.
Well, there you go.
You know I can narrate stuff.
Yes! Can you do a Sam Jackson?
No, but I can do me. Weren't you just wowed with the depth of my vocal abilities last week? And now he's all cricket voice, apparently. Yeah,
my God.
Yeah, screw up one audio thing and take you to the cleaners.
Okay, so that's probably enough of that. So basically, last time, rough and tumble group of bounty hunters went to Adranus City to arrest the governor, who owes too much money to the slug mafia of Zeron 7. They managed to be undercover all the way to the gardens of Adranus City, where they fought the governor's pet beast and got the attention of the governor's guard. Cover's been blown, but Mina Tankar has been able to scramble signals so far, so all the city guards aren't running after him yet. And the de facto leader who has emerged is Jason Sunday playing Rugu Sholu, the Granthanite, whose name we all...
Granthanite, for the record.
Granthanite.
Whose species name we all decided to remember when I claimed no one would remember it past the first 30 seconds. So
that and Slug Mafia.
I love the Slug Mafia.
You're a great manipulator of minds.
That's what I do. So here is who you're fighting. And I'm just going to start a combat over from first round because I don't remember how much you damaged him. Does anybody?
No, I wasn't recording
here last
either.
time.
I damaged him once, and he damaged me twice.
You say that. I think we had him on death's doorstep, didn't we? Isn't that pretty obvious?
Yeah, he was bleeding out.
Monster. We just still had to fight the guards, right?
Yeah, we were beating up on on their pet monster for a little bit.
Yeah, we just killed their pooch.
This is accurate. So
it's all about the Granthanites.
It's all about the Granthanites. Let's. Do we have initiative figured out last time? Everyone roll 1d6. We'll see who goes where.
I got a 2.
Bad guys going on 4.
I also got a 2.
Got a 6.
Who got a 6?
Patty.
Okay.
Oh.
Patty and Walter both on 2. Sorry, Patty's on 6. Sorry. Who else was on 2 besides Walt? Jason, was that you?
Yeah, that was Rugo.
All right. How about Jacob and Dale? What are you guys on?
1.
3.
Okay. Jacob's on 1. Dale is on 3. Should we introduce everyone's characters real fast? I
But
feel
who's
like
on
we should.
first?
What's on second? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know who's on third.
Yep.
So we should introduce everybody real fast just to set the scene, right?
Do it.
Okay. This is Jacob's character, Damek Lekar. She's a cyborg bounty hunter who received her conversion while working as a government agent in the core worlds. After finishing her time in security services, she's trying to make a fortune working bounties in the Rim. And when she's not hunting, she's a racer in underground circuit in the core worlds.
Woohoo!
And that's Jacob's character. Rick Herond is Rugu Shulu's partner, played by the GM, who is hanging out back in the ship at the space yard, wondering what's going on, probably playing Hollow Chess by himself. Here's Jason's character. Jason, would you like to do the intro, or should I do it?
I can do it. I'm playing Rugo Shulo, who is welly muscled and oiled up companion who likes to flex and fire his weapon at the same time. Take that as you will.
It really helps. Next, we have Walt's character, the sinister-looking Nana Rotam. Walt, you want to describe him, or should I?
T-shaped visor, hood to keep everything dark, chainsword and blaster. Let's get this kark.
What's a kark?
I don't know, but it rhymed with dark, so I went there.
Oh, you were spitting. Oh, you were rapping. You were rapping. How nice. Okay, and Dale is playing Mina Tankar. Dale, would you like to do the honors, or should I?
Sure, I'll go ahead and do that for you. I'm a former space paladin who decided that she preferred snap decisions to long debates and was kicked out of the academy for having a wrong attitude. Well, to them, I'm going to prove them they're wrong by getting rich and showing them that an improvised plan is better than any plan of a plan. No plans.
All right. And last but not least is Patty Finn playing Greg O'Kane. You want to do the honors, Patty?
Sure. Greg O'Kane, which is an alias, by the way, was an elite shock trooper for the government until he went into a rage because of his cybernetic implant, went berserk and killed a superior officer, and then went AWOL and is now kind of on the run and afraid of the government and being sort of found by them and imprisoned. So he's trying to stay away from the government.
All right. Cool. Sounds good. And did I miss anybody? Sounds like no. Okay, here we are in Adrenalis City. And you guys landed the Nick Spaceport Terminal here in the corner, and you stealthed your way over to the Spire, the Ocean Gardens. We are now in the middle of a whole lot of shit. And that's where we are. So let me get our current enemy up on the screen. I've given up on using the Linux-based PDF reader because Google Drive is just a whole lot faster. So here's the Governor's Guards, elite defenders of the city's ruling elite. Elite 2 times in the same sentence, that's bad writing. On guard in and around the Spire. Led by Sergeant Tenau, both photogenic and effective. Okay. And they've got good armor, light blasters, laser halberds, and let's see, so that's 3 plus another 3 for the chaos factor in the area, die pool of 9 for these guys. Okay. And
Die pool of 9, dear Lord.
yeah. Sorry.
Just like the critter before them.
Patty, you're going first. One detail to throw in, one of these guys with the laser halberds is rabbiting. He is running back towards the Spire once he taps his helmet and realizes he can't get a signal out. So, Patty, what do you want to do?
Okay, so I was kind of fixated on the pretty boy, the very effective sergeant, because he hurt me at some point. But seeing this guy run away, I'm kind of going to try and go after him. Am I able to do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use my combat berserk shooting using the wrist-mounted blaster. So let's see what I get. Oh, one success.
You want to do a reroll on that?
I'm eligible.
I think someone can say you owe them one. You can do a reroll. But didn't we say that? Let's.
You can owe Rugo. He's got one extra. You owe me one.
Cool.
Okay,
So-
so carefully crafted plan. Once per game, you come up with a carefully crafted plan for another bounty hunter to enact before they take their action. If the character you've chosen acts on your device, they get 2 dice. You owe me one. This doesn't add dice to the roll, but it enables a reroll. Each bounty hunter has 2 slots on their sheet labeled "You owe me one." Okay, so that's how those 2 things work.
Cool. So
Somebody
I
wanna-
re-roll 1 or
you can read the whole hand.
oh, nice. Okay. Well, if someone can help me out.
I think
I got-
it was the-
Yeah, Jason's got you.
Thanks, Jason. Re-roll, and that's 3 successes.
All right, let me roll for the bad guys. So, quick question: you guys think I should roll for the bad guys for every character, or just roll once per turn for the bad guys, and that's the number of successes to match? What do you guys think?
Ooh.
Remember, difficulty is 3, so anything 4 or above is a success.
Sounds like a quick way to streamline things.
Yeah.
But I don't. Would that cut down any tactical options on either side's part?
Nope, it would not.
Depends on if he rolls high or not.
Yeah, like cut-off time.
I suppose.
All right, I have 3 successes. So let's just try a turn doing it that way. How many did you have, Grego?
Oh, sorry, I had 3 successes.
I had 3. We cancel each other out. So you are in pursuit, but you didn't catch them. So,
Darn.
all right.
Thanks, Jacob.
Moving on down. That was now the bad guys get to go. So, all right. You know what? There's no point in us going because we're just going to resolve with every player. And if I have more successes than you, you take damage. If not, then I take damage. So let's go next PC. We would be Dale at 3.
So, Mina, seeing that guard trying to get away, I'd like to try and use my surprise telekinetic attacks to trip him.
Go for it. Difficulty
Okay,
of
so
3
I'm
on
going to
that.
add one for combat. Can I add one for tracking because I can see how he's moving? And that probably not, eh?
Wait. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. It's more fun to say yes. That's
Yeah, and that's so true. Okay, so I'm going to add combat. I'm going to add my ding dong. Geez, there's not a lot I can add here, eh? All right, well, we'll go.
Do you have any weapons you could
Oh,
use?
I've only got. Pardon me.
You have weapons you could use, right?
Yes. Would that be the electrified fighting staff? Would that go in with a telekinetic trip?
Well, if you're throwing it with your telekinesis at him.
Oh, I see. There's an idea. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay.
That's all I could crank out of that.
I have 3 successes too. So once again, we're at a stalemate. So
I use my scary personality.
you use your scary. Explain, Walt, how you're using your scary personality.
I don't know yet. I was practicing.
All right, fair enough. Well, let's see. It is actually Rugo's and Nader's turn. It's Jason and Walt up on 2. So the number of successes you got to meet this time is 3. So
All right. I think Rugo will maybe do some suppressive fire and kind of attack their morale as a whole for the group using. Let's go with combat blaster, and he's making a plan. So.
okay,
3 things. Does that sound reasonable?
yeah, that works. Yeah, you need 3 successes against the bad guys this time.
All right. Got 2. Just short.
Shoot. Okay. You take 1 damage.
All righty. Noted.
All right, Jacob, it's all down to you, man.
Okay. These security forces we're against, did they arrive on their own, or did they have like a security transport? Are there any vehicles to take advantage of in this area, cover wise, or what was got?
You're in kind of a luxurious gardens. There's a corpse of a dead beast next to you. Let's say these guys arrived on kind of a people mover situation, like a very large armored golf cart situation.
Okay.
So yeah, there's that.
Oh, they're riding in style.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in her desire to go fast, she's going to run over, try to get into the people mover and run them down.
Okay, let's build that dice pool then. The people mover, let's say, well, that counts as 2 because it's huge. And let's see the rest of your dice pool. What do you got?
I can use drive pilot. Let's see, go fast, and possibly my built-in targeting device.
Yeah, that would all work.
Okay.
You got to get 3 successes or more. 4, 5, or 6 are successes.
I get 4.
Okay, you mow down several of them, so we take 1 off their morale and stamina. So, anybody want to scheme what we're going to do for the next round, or just go into the next round of combat?
That's it.
Okay, it's back around to Patty. Patty, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm still in pursuit of this guy. I'm assuming he's still running ahead of me.
He is still running. He's kind of, oh shit.
Okay,
Like
good. That's just the way I like them. So Grego's drive. Well, one of them is he doesn't want to get captured by the government, and it looks like this is probably going to happen if he doesn't sort this out. So we'll add that to the pool. Does it look like he's within? I'm sort of able to catch up on him if I.
Yeah, you could be in melee range this turn.
Okay, so I'll add my wrist-mounted laser sword and my cybernetic arm to this one. All right, let's see what happens. 3 successes.
Okay, I had 2. So you inched it out, and you did some damage, and we will say that took out this one dude, and took 1 off the whole group's stamina. So
Yes.
that worked. Alas, poor Governor's Guard, we hardly knew you. All right, moving down. That was Patty and Dale. It's your turn, sir.
So Mina's going to use her magnetized boots to run up the side of the people mover to get to the top, where she will use her telekinetic attack to retrieve her staff, and in the same fluid motion redirect it to smack into some other adversary. So that's combat. That's I'm going to use technology there too. Magnetized boots, surprise telekinetic attack. Yeah, I think I can get 4 dice on this one.
All right, that works. You got to have 2 successes or more.
Oh, brother. Yeah, I got 1 success. I'm horrible.
Anybody want to help out Mina with the reroll?
Flailing around on the top of a van.
I can help with the reroll. I'll do the you owe me 1. I had 1 left.
All right, here we go. Oh, much better. Let's try 3 successes.
All right, cool. You were successful. That makes another chip in their hit point pool. They're down to 10.
Love it.
Nice. All right, so next up, that was Dale. Now it's Jason and Walt, or Netter and Rugu, going on 2.
Grant and I go for the win.
All right. Rugo is going to rush at the guards, slamming them with the butt of his rifle, and with the other hand slashing out with his laser dagger, howling. And then I'm going to go with 1 for his battle plan, 1 for his combat. I think he's going to kind of endure their attacks as well. So I'll grab endurance, blaster rifle for the butt of his rifle, and then laser dagger for the slashing. So this is a nice 5-die pool.
All right, 2 successes or more is what you need.
Woohoo! Oh man, 4 1s and a 5.
Oof.
1 success.
Ow, that hurts.
Can I give him a you owe me 1?
I believe you can, yeah, as long as you have 1 on your sheet you haven't used.
I have 1 left. Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, I have 1 left too.
This time I got 3 successes.
All right. what you were trying to do worked. You guys are beating up on these fellas. So they're down to 9 hit points. Not quite so photogenic and not quite so effective anymore. And Walt, it's over to you.
Yay, I'm actually going to take my turn this time.
All right. Joe, did we skip you last time?
It's fine. Hey, by the way, over on Twitch, SO Derek says, yes, on board for lunchtime gaming.
Nice.
I am going to, do they have like a water tower or anything around, seeing as this is like a garden? Maybe on a low rooftop?
Yeah, sure. There's a decent sized water container on top of a little utility shed over in the corner you can see.
All right. I am going to try and decimate that thing so it falls down, causing a rivulet of water, pummeling some of the guards, and hopefully blocking some of their escape.
Oh, okay. So we're using it to create a. All right. Yeah, that's cool. You need to have 2 successes for that to work.
I love that. 2, 3, 4 successes.
That works really well, Walt. So now they're hemmed in. They can't, no more of them can run, try to get attention. So they're a little panicked now, and they're down to about half of their hit points, down to 7. So,
Take that, you filthy animals.
all right, going back around to. Did we miss anybody? Because I'm sorry I missed Walt last time.
It's okay.
It's Jacob. Jacob, it's your turn.
Okay, so a whole bunch of water just came down on these guys?
That is accurate. Yes, and you're still in the people mover.
Great. I will open the door, put myself out of the people mover, and use my built-in taser to put hand in the water and attempt to electrocute them all.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, Jacob.
I hadn't considered that, but all right, that works. Cool. Well, all right, build your dice pool. And
Oh
you
my
need to-
God, that's
All right,
awesome.
so let's see here. I'll use the
I step up onto a low wall.
taser.
Are you going to communicate what you're doing to your teammates?
No, because she lives fast and loose. Don't have many dice in this, but let's see what we got. I've got 3 successes.
Okay, it works. You deliver a mild, painful shock to everyone there, knocking them down to 6 hit points.
Nice.
All right, cool. New round. Let me roll to get my success pool you guys are going against. And I got 3 again. So last time was 2. This time we're back to 3 successes. That's what you got to beat.
Okay. Does that come to me? Is it?
That is back to you, Petty. Yes.
Okay. So as Grego turns around, his back was turned as all this was going on, and suddenly this place is in chaos and mayhem with water towers and people carriers and electric shocks. What exactly? How close is he to any buddies?
You could be in melee range next turn. You could be in, you're obviously in combat range right now.
Okay, so he's just going to maybe not try to get in the melee range, kind of back off a little bit from the water just to be safe, and take a few pop shots at the other guards you can see, and that is 3 successes.
Okay, that's a stalemate because I have 3 too.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. All right, next on the list, that takes us down to Dale at 3.
So I think Mina can get 4 dice on this. She's going to take a couple of steps and sort of be jutting out from the side of the people mover.
Mm-hmm.
Having seen what the previous character did, she'll jam her electrified fighting staff into the ground while hanging on with her magnetic boots. And she'll say, how about some more shocking news? That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 4.
You guys still there?
Yep.
Yep.
Did that work?
Okay. It did. We deliver another painful and humiliating shock to the governor's guards. They're down to 5 hit points. This fight is almost over. And good job, Dale. Now we're on to Jason and Walt on initiative 2. What do you guys want to do?
You can go, Walt.
Oh, my turn this time. I am going to pile onto the dad jokes. I'm going to. Are there any power lines?
Well, you do see some ground cables that were going into the irrigation system that you destroyed.
Okay, let's use that. I rip one of those cables free, letting all of my friends know that they should step up onto something.
Everyone's just loving this idea with the electrocution all of a sudden. Okay.
Well, you take what the what the space gods give you. That's not going to be as many dice, but you know something? Dad jokes are important too. 3 successes.
Does the water count as a?
Yes. Does the water count?
Yes. It's an advantage in the environment. So yeah.
4 successes.
All right, that works too. These guys are getting winnowed down to 4
I see what you did
now.
there, like almost like minnow. Because of the
You're
water.
reaching, sir, but I like it.
Sorry.
Rugo Sholo, it is your turn.
Okay, Rugo is going to see that a plan has formed, and he's going to run up and like kick off of something, side of a wall, or perhaps the golf cart, and jump in the air, firing with his rifle, and kind of like coming down with his laser dagger, and kind of WWF style, like land on him, as try to drop on the pile of guards.
All right, so I get what you're doing. All right, cool. Build your dice pool. You've got 3 successes as the threshold you got to hit.
So I'm thinking battle plan, combat, shooting, resilience for his toughness, his blaster, huge muscles, and his dagger.
All right, those all seem to work.
Sound fair?
Works for me.
All right.
Gonna get 3 successes.
Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 successes.
All right. You are now in a huge dog pile of guards with laser halberds and one photogenic and effective commanding officer who seems much less effective than when we first looked at him. And
maybe I just oil up a little bit, to kind of scare them.
So in the middle of a fight, you have like body oil.
Yeah.
Like nothing else about you is frightening at all.
Hey, pause, fellas. I gotta lubricate. Hang on a second. Anybody else want some? It's lemonade. It's very refreshing. All right.
Butter does not taste like butter.
That is a hard-won lesson. I will. Jacob, it's your turn. And here's your character. What would you like to do? You are still driving the people mover. You run over the guards, and it's your go. So what do you want to do?
All right. Using the people mover for cover, I am going to open up with my blaster pistol on the remaining folks here. So let's see, blasters, pistol, targeting device, and basic attack. 3 successes.
Okay, I had 3 too, so unfortunately it's a stalemate this time.
Yep.
Sorry, man.
Native Barsoom in the chat is saying, "A body oil, I surrender immediately. Please don't lubricate me or my men."
I think there's a Geneva Convention statute against that. Walt, did you have a turn?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but before I actually went before Shugo this time.
Okay, fair enough. So let me just check a map, see what might be going on, what might not be going on. Okay, cool.
Has the body oil scared them enough that they're running yet, or trying to?
They would, but you've blocked the only exit.
That's what kind of my jam.
So they are scared, and they do want to get
gives
away.
a whole new feel to the guy with the horns. He's like hard like granthonite, and yet still smooth and slippery like silk. Mina's just making notes on the side,
I feel like we're changing genres very subtly, but Perhaps inescapably.
Oh, were we trying for a family-friendly rating? I wasn't aware of that. I'm sorry.
No, we have an explicit tag. You can say whatever you fucking like, Dale. It's all right. So. All right. So,
well, darn yeah.
These guys have 2 HP left. It's desperation time. Let's roll and see what they do this time. Oh, wow. Okay. This is back against the wall. I rolled a die pool of 6 for these guys, and I got 5 successes.
Oof. I'm going to really have to pull out the stops now.
Do you guys want to coordinate some plans? Carefully crafted plans so we can give each other dice pools? Or
I don't have any carefully crafted plans left. I used them last time.
That's anathema to me, even though I have one on my character sheet. How did that work?
It's called character growth development.
Oh, yeah. No, these guys, nah.
Yeah, okay.
I can't see a plan for.
I'll just like stand up and start spinning with my arms held out, you know, and then as I knock them down, somebody can shoot them while they're on the ground.
All right, build your dice pool. You need 5 successes.
And I'll roar appropriately at that moment.
As long as it doesn't involve body oil.
Right.
That's
Well, I'll grab my bow rat thong, you know, and
you're what?
Borat. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
oh yeah.
Could you grab Grego by the legs and spin him around while he's holding his laser sword?
So there's a
Okay.
plan.
If you want to do that, just like one time, one off, I will let you two will take one turn and pool your dice pool together.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I've got 4.
Oh man.
Spin him around with telekinesis.
If you want to get Mina in on it, we could do one big 3-person dice pool.
Ooh.
Make it a threesome.
Well, Mina can't summon 5 dice for this, so she'd be glad to join the pool with anyone.
Yeah, please.
All right, so if you guys want to do collaborative
I
action,
can add a couple of dice to that easily.
all right. So everyone's rolling collectively. That's cool. Or at least you 3 are. Jacob and Walter, you guys
That
getting
makes
in on
sense.
this? Or?
Yes. As the I can add 2 dice to this. Using my rocket boots, maneuvering around, I can pepper the area with fire to keep them hemmed in close enough to let you have your action.
Okay. So how many dice do we have all together?
I have 2.
Okay.
5.
7.
So 7. Patty and Dale, how many are you guys adding?
Mina has 4.
Okay, 4. So 11.
I've got 4.
So
Yeah,
15.
I can put in 3 by also doing what Walt is doing, suppressing fire on the other side, so they're all hemmed in.
Yes.
I love it when a plan comes together. Okay.
20d6.
Everybody roll. If it's 4 or higher, you have a success, and the threshold number is 5.
I got 1.
All right.
Well, Scoot, I got 4.
All right.
5.
So
You got
between Walt, Jacob, and Dale, I've got Dale. You had 4, and Walt and okay, so that's 6. Patty, what do you have?
2.
Okay, up to 8. Jason.
3.
All right, you guys obliterate him. The governor's guard is no more.
Poor fellas. It's a tough life.
Mike, I have a rules question from the chat on Twitch.
Yeah, go for it.
Knight of Barsoom wants to know, does telekinesis require lubrication?
It depends what you're trying to do with telekinesis, but they probably knew that.
As an expert, I would say that it's not required, but you do get an extra die when you're fighting with it.
And it's just good manners.
Right.
All right, so let's pull up a map. How about that? And remember, your guys' goal is to get inside the gala, inside the spire, kidnap the governor, and get him back to the spaceport where Rick Herron is waiting on the broken down freighter, the White Ribbon, to get everyone out. And I'll pull up the map of Adrenus City, and you guys can figure out what you want to do. Somehow, against all the odds, you have avoided detection, even though you just killed the governor's guard and the Ocean Gardens beast here in the heart of town. So luck is smiling upon you right now. What do you guys want to do next?
I believe we're going to.
So
rush
remind
into
me, we're trying to get into the spire here?
Yeah, your contract is to get the governor out of the spire. There's a big party in town,
Right.
so everyone's distracted, and security inside the spire.
And the Yankee Temple is the place we want to avoid because it's full of bristling, not nice guys. Got it.
It's
I was
full
just
of
trying to figure out which one of those two was the objective. Sorry.
No, it's cool. The new Yankee Temple is full of either paladins or anti-paladins. I haven't decided which. Let me decide. 1 to 3, it's space paladins. 4 to 6, it's anti-paladins. Oh yeah, it's anti-paladins. So the folks who
bought.
They can be bought. They're greedy fuckers, and they are the old enemies of the place kicked you out, Mina. So
Yeah.
maybe
They
that means
might
you
be
like them.
amenable if we have to deal with them.
Yeah.
Does anyone need to be healed? Healing?
Salvage?
Anyone need to be healed?
My sheet has 2 wounds marked on it, but I remember talking about it, but not whether we dealt with it.
And I would like to clarify,
time
not the
around.
kind of healing that requires oil or lubricant.
I'm all right with that.
I hand Mina a med pack.
Thank
All right.
you.
And you roll 1d6
That'll-
to let you know how many.
Oh, I see.
3.
Thank you.
Salvage?
1, but it's better than none.
Oh, it was you that rolled it.
We salvage?
Do you want to salvage?
Oh,
If you want to salvage,
salvage.
you can salvage. Yeah.
Ooh.
Let me just look up the salvage rule. Because
I'm hoping to find some equipment we can use for our assault.
Alright, after a fight or when they find a participating or particularly useful stash, the bounty hunters may scavenge for equipment, but only once per scene. GM roll a die. That's how many useful pieces of equipment the characters can scavenge. If you want to determine the sort of equipment that they find, go ahead. Otherwise, ask the players what they want to find and work something out together.
Well,
So-
my thought is, since we're trying to kidnap the governor, these are the governor's guards. Why don't we take their uniforms and go get the governor?
It's a great idea.
Yeah. Is
That's
there
why-
any grappling guns? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that'd be a good escape. Use a grappling, or maybe ascension up to the top, the spire.
Well, I tell you what, let's do scavenging. I got to roll a dice and let you know how many pieces of gear you got there. So, and if we have uniforms, that'll count for everybody. All right, natural 6. So you can get 6 things from here. I'll go ahead and say everybody can get a uniform, and then there's 5 other things you can get out of here. Tell me what you want to find. I'll tell you if it's reasonable or not.
ID cards.
ID cards you can find. That's 2 down to 4. So you can get uniforms and ID cards. One of the guards was not a Granthanite.
Can we drape 2
Darn
of their
it.
uniforms over him? Like,
You can do whatever you like. If is that going to be effective as a manner of stealth and subterfuge? Maybe not. All right, so we got 2 things we found. There's 4 more. What else do you guys want to find?
Oh, I can pose as a go-go dancer.
You guys want to make this sexy so bad, okay?
we could do the Chewbacca method and do we could pretend to hook up the Granthanite and present him to the governor as the guy who attacked him.
There are handcuffs and or manacles,
thinking
so
that,
that's 3 things.
No,
You
you're
get
trying to make it
straight
sexy.
That's not kinky at all.
They're not padded. All right, so that's 3 things
Oh,
you
baby.
scavenged. Do we want to
All right,
scavenge?
we got Granthanite oil for that.
We do. All right, going once, going twice. Anything else you want to scavenge? There's 3 more slots we can fill.
How about some sort of PDA with itinerary?
Yeah, sure. Commanding officer has a digital device, and on it you can. Let's see. One of you has hacking abilities, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I have the technology skill.
All right. Why don't you see if you can hack in? Difficulty of 3. Build your pool however you want to.
Mhm.
All right, got a hacking device. I've got
Okay.
technology.
Very exciting.
Anything else I need?
Whatever you can.
And this might get me rich, so that'll give me 3 dice.
How about a grappling gun or a few grappling guns?
I get 2 successes on that.
All right. You hack the PDA, so you have a You have a map of the spire, which I can't show you because I don't have it myself, and you have the itinerary and all the location of VIPs. And yes, Patty, 2 grappling guns are yours, and that is 6 things.
Nice.
So successful scavenging.
So the PDA stuff. I'm looking for itinerary and locations, and double checking it against the time that we have on our clock and when we're expected, if we have any sort of milestones, time milestones or place milestones to meet.
Yeah. Right now, the opening comments have just concluded, and right now is light jazz and appetizers in the main Spire ballroom.
Like
Baby,
jazz.
let's go. There's partying.
Well, if I could think of another word for jazz, it's space jazz, Walt. How about that? It's
Space
sci-fi
jazz.
Do you know what they call that music that was playing at the cantina?
Jizz.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah,
They
okay,
call it
yeah.
jizz.
Yeah, jizz wailing.
That's terrible.
Nice.
That's
Going
straight
going
from
well
George
with the
Lucas.
overall oil theme today.
Oh, you are
It
dirty.
led some of the players in my game to develop spunk rock.
That's awesome.
The pun isn't dead yet.
Nope.
I can't top
All right,
that.
so using the itinerary, I'm assuming it might have like room assignments and stuff. Does it give us any sort of schematic inside the spire?
Yeah,
I'd
you,
like to
you guys can find where the
us
armor.
the quickest way into the spire and to where the governor is would be ideal.
Yeah, from your current location in Ocean Gardens, you can find a servant's or gardener's access door that leads you kind of through the maintenance levels, maintenance utility shed areas, and from there you can get into the kitchens, and from there you can get direct access into the main ballroom where they're currently having canapes and light jazz. And the governor
I'll pass
should.
the PDA around saying, I don't have a plan, but one of you might have a look at some of this info.
I say
So they
we
can
I say
Get
we
their eyes on it.
get the put the uniforms on, go in. One of us approaches the governor and say, "Governor, your life is in danger. Please come with us. We're your security." We bring him out here to the security mover and take the security mover back to the ship. Should be easy peasy.
Sounds like a good plan.
Let's do it.
Okay.
What could
Sounds
go
wonderful.
wrong?
It's a plan. It's a good plan. We've got uniforms. No one should question us in the uniforms.
No.
Sure, we have a big giant thing
Grant the
with
night.
us.
Grant the night.
He can wait in the wings. He doesn't have to be seen by anyone.
He can drive.
He can drive. He can yell at the minions who are going to ruin the plan and scare them right to death on the spot.
Exactly.
So, one other detail: with the governor's guard walking patrol, the Black Star Brigade, these shabby and disreputable reserve unit, were rushed into duty for tonight's gala. So these are the folks who are actually inside the ballroom right now, just subbing out while the governor's guard was making a perimeter walk. And they're in a few minutes, they're going to notice that the governor's guard hasn't come back or responded or checked in on the radio at all. So
we should engage them when we engage the governor and tell them that they need, before we can get the governor out, they need to go and secure the roof so that we can get him out by transport. And then we go down and take him out through the armored transport along the ground.
okay, have you guys agreed on this plan? Is this what we want to do?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds like a good plan.
Do
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we should probably roll. Quick question: the 8 foot tall Granthanite, what's he doing?
Trying to blend in and kind of scrunching down,
Serving hors d'oeuvres. He's wearing a tuxedo
All right,
with the sleeves ripped off.
Are you going to be sitting in the people mover, or are you going to be inside trying to hang out in the shadows? Because there was some talk of you being outside, so I just wanted to figure out if you're splitting the party or not.
No, I'll go in. Maybe that's a good idea. Like a server. Name's Brooks.
All right. So you're walking in with the governor's guard.
Yeah, like behind him.
Okay. Cool.
I gotta hide, you know. With a sore thumb.
If you
All right.
pardon me, I have to go AFK momentarily. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. Everybody, give me a roll for stealth and subterfuge. 4 or higher is a success.
I got a
Bill-
4.
All right. Cool.
One success.
Oh
One
no,
success.
0 successes for me.
I am
That
a
would
big
make
0.
sense.
I got a 6.
All right. So we had two successes and 2 people who didn't make it. Okay, so you guys do get stopped just by kind of a low-level event functionary as you're walking in, going, "What's going on here? And why is there a Granthanite and what looks like a former space paladin with you guys? Can you explain yourself?"
Is the Space Paladin not wearing the uniform?
She's got that vibe.
Oh.
Like if you saw you and McGregor at a bar in a t-shirt, you'd still be like, "That's Obi-Wan Kenobi." Just kind of get that going on.
It's still Obi-Wan.
Sorry, sir. I'm running late. I'm one of the servers here.
Give me another roll there, Jason.
All right. Let's see.
Granthanite.
Let's see. It's all right. Let's see how this goes. Oh man, 1 success.
All right. Somehow, once you talk to them directly, and they smelled your luxurious earthy scent, they were convinced that you, hulking monstrosity, must indeed be a server at tonight's fancy royal gala. So they wave you through. And did anyone give an explanation to the clipboard-holding fellow about what the Space Paladin's doing with you?
She just looks him a steely look in the eye and says, "That's X-Space Paladin. I'm now in the governor's guard. Make a note."
All right. Do you know what? That works. He just tells you get up.
I don't have any Space Paladin mind tricks. All I can do is do surprise telekinetic attacks, which is, I'm sure, specifically vague.
Well, I mean, the mind trick was like level 300. You get kicked out before then. So.
Yeah, that's true. No,
All right, cool.
I understand that, but still.
All right, so they let you in, and she just says, "Please make sure you get your uniform next time. It's very irregular." And you guys are ushered into the ballroom. You see the governor over in the corner, holding court, making small talk, surrounded by the Black Star Brigade. And we have about 8 minutes left in the hour. Do we want to take a pause here and finish it up next time, or do you guys want to start the shenanigans now?
Either or.
I think it's a good time to pause. I got a 1 o'clock meeting.
Oh,
It's a good pausing space.
Hell yeah.
We can wrap
All right,
this
cool.
up next time.
Pause for the cause.
sounds good. All right. Well, hey, to everyone out there on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, appreciate you checking us out. And you can find Pew Pew on DriveThruRPG if you're so inclined. And we'll check you out next Monday, for lunchtime role playing. Take care.
Yep.
See you, folks.